Welcome to Voices in Mystery. I'm your host, Nancy Carlson. We have very special guests with us today, a mother and son writing team, Charles and Caroline Todd. Welcome.
Thank you.
You don't even live together. Tell me where you live and where you write.
I live in Delaware and write in Delaware.
And I live in North Carolina.
I see. And how do you work together? I'm sure you've been asked this a lot, but what were you thinking when you two decided to write a series together?
That's an excellent question. What were we thinking?
I think we were mad. We decided to try it just for the fun of it and had no idea that the first book would sell. And now, 14 books later, Rutledge is still going strong, and we've added a second series. And so something's right. I don't know what it is.
Tell the viewers, Rutledge is your protagonist, right?
Rutledge is the protagonist, and he is an inspector at Scotland Yard.
Rutledge is an interesting person. He served in World War I, but before the war, he was a Scotland Yard inspector. Served in the trenches in World War I, and then returns from the war to resume his career. Only now he's coming back with the experience of killing and resuming his job of hunting killers.
And you both have traveled to England numerous times, so you know the territory.
You have to. The only way you can really make a series work in a place that you don't know is to go there and hunt for the place that is perfect for each mystery. And that is so much fun because England has so many opportunities.
A lot of times you'll find a place in a book that sounds perfect. But then when you get there and actually see the town and the dynamics and the countryside and everything, you realize that's not it. And yet that town you drove through by mistake because you made a wrong turn somewhere is absolutely perfect for what you're looking for.
We like the villages because London has a sameness, but each village is so different. And so you can find 1,000 plot ideas just finding the right place to set the story.
Do you travel together? Or
Yes.
So that you both are talking while you're looking, saying that would be good.
Oh, we go in different directions.
We split up. We'll come to a village or a location, and Caroline will go one way and look at the things that interest her and are intriguing to her, and I'll head for the pub. And
which is intriguing to him.
But in all seriousness, we do split up because we cover more ground that way and we find different things. My interests may lead me to the cheese shop, for example, that I love, and she'll go somewhere else.
And then we meet and compare notes. People talk to you more when there's one person rather than when there are two people asking the questions. We're
13 comes out this December.
Wow.
And the new series, we've had 2 books. Bess Crawford is the character.
And tell me about her.
She's a battlefield nurse in World War I, and she solves mysteries that come to her through her sense of duty and obligation. Fascinating character. We just turned in the 3rd book, and the editor loves it, so
good.
very encouraging.
What made you start a new series?
We had so many ideas that didn't work for the Rutledge, the professional.
Right, the professional versus the amateur sleuth, although Bess is a professional, and through her sense of duty, being the daughter of a retired Army colonel, she is serving in the war, but one of the things she does is escort badly injured soldiers back to England to convalesce when they need that kind of care during the trip home. So she does come back from the front from time to time to England, so you have both her experiences at the front and her
battlefield
coming back home, so you get to see kind of both sides of the war.
And you also get to see the woman's point of view, which has been very interesting. We've enjoyed that.
Which of the two of you is a World War I historian?
Both of us.
Both of you?
Yes. If you study history, you have to study war. And we like history, and so we
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 love
decided to
England.
use this
Both of
part of
us
the story.
started out always being fascinated. I always loved the castles and the knights and all that good kind of stuff.
As a boy?
Yes.
As a young fellow?
And then my interest in history, obviously being a male, you know, I started out, anything that went boom was interesting to me.
And for me, history was always a question of what really happened in the past, not just what's in the history books, but what really happened, what happened to the people. And it's been fascinating to explore.
Do you write full-time or have other jobs as well?
He has another job, but he finds time.
That's great. What's your writing life like? Done by computer and sent through email? Is that what?
Email, telephone calls at 12 o'clock at night, instant messaging, anything that gives us an opportunity to discuss what we're writing. Each scene is discussed.
Email makes sense because I could send her something or she can send me something. I get my immediate reaction, then I have a moment to kind of process, plus there are less interruptions. Because when we're together, you know, the phone's ringing, this kind of thing, or whatever, whereas she likes to work late at night. I like to work early in the morning, for example. and those kinds of things, we can choose our quiet time to work that fits each other's schedules best.
Have either of you written a book on your own?
No. It's been
This is
too
a
much fun.
partnership.
It works, and if it works, you don't change what is successful.
You don't get angry at one another?
Oh, yes,
Oh,
yes.
really? Tell me about
The,
that.
the story is that if he gets angry with me, he'll crash my computer.
Oh,
And if I get
nice.
angry with him, I will crash his parties.
The main thing is we genuinely care about Bess and Ian.
Absolutely.
And it's pride aside, the character in the story has to come first.
Yes.
Ultimately, whatever is best for the series is what we go with.
We've been visiting with Charles and Caroline Todd, a son and mother writing team. And it works very well because you're on your 14th, is that right?
14th Rutledge.
14th Rutledge, and they've had a successful collaboration writing together from 2 different states. I'm Nancy Carlson, your host on Voices in Mystery. Join us again for another interview. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you so much.